Welcome everyone to this week's Game Over News. Today we are pretty much just covering that shadow dropped Nintendo Direct Mini because frankly, I've been playing way too much Animal Crossing to do any substantial research, but there were several elements that we need to discuss in that Direct, so yeah, there's that. Animal Crossing New Horizons updates coming, as well as a new Smash character, and a few other things. Before we get to that though, last week I asked what is your go-to Zelda game when you have a ton of time to kill, and I think well over half of you said Breath of the Wild, which was my answer too, so wow, so shout out to all of you. I mean, I know not everyone said Breath of the Wild, but still, it makes sense. This week I want to ask, what is your favorite memory of The Legend of Zelda? It can be something that was in-game or something that happened because of Zelda. Let us know in the comment section below and I'll tell you my answer at the end of this video. With that, I'm your host, the Geek Apprentice. Now let's get to it. It had been rumored by oh so many that we might get a Direct after the release of New Horizons. In fact, most of us were like 90% sure that we had to be getting something soon due to the fact that it had been so long since the last regular Direct, which was like 200 days ago. Some were even correct down to the very date it would release, March 26. However, when we got to the Tuesday before, March 24th, many lost hope because there was no news from Nintendo. Typically what happens is that Nintendo will post on their various forms of social media 2 days prior to any sort of Direct coming out. So when Tuesday came and went, we were all like, okay, that's that. No Direct on Thursday. So you can imagine the surprise of many when we woke up Thursday morning to see Nintendo posted a video which they called a Nintendo Direct Mini. Spoiler warning, there was nothing about the next big Mario game, nor the sequel to Breath of the Wild, but we did learn about the next Smash Bros. DLC fighter, 𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐽𝐽. Well, we don't know exactly who from that game, but this announcement has sparked some hope for possible fighters we thought impossible. Depending on which character or multiple characters from 𝐼𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐽 they use, one of them was an assist trophy. And if you are familiar with the Smash Bros. Franchise, then you know that once a beloved character becomes an assist trophy, yeah, there's no hope for them becoming a fighter. However, if this one character is brought to the fight, then that just opens up the floodgates for a myriad of characters previously thought impossible because they were made into assist trophies. Another thing we learned about in this mini Direct were the updates coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons for the month of April. One is Bunny Day, obviously Easter, and the other having something to do with Earth Day. For Bunny Day, we are going to be able to dig up colorful eggs and craft a myriad of adorable Easter egg items. I have a feeling this is only the beginning of what's to come in terms of updates for New Horizons. When one reaches the end of a Direct, one awaits something huge to knock our socks off. Fall 2018 was the tease of Animal Crossing. Last spring, it was Link's Awakening for the Switch. E3 2019 was that Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, although they could have stopped after the Banjo-Kazooie Smash DLC fighter reveal and that would have been enough too. And for this Direct, more about the Pokemon expansion packs. Yeah, there wasn't really anything new about the Sword and Shield expansion packs except for a few minor things if you were really looking. Like, for example, we already knew that our starters were going to have a Gigantamax form, but we didn't know the names of their specific move. And now we do, so that's cool. While there weren't any huge pieces of news concerning Breath of the Wild 2 or the next big Mario game, I still don't understand why we're calling it a mini. I mean, it was 30 minutes long, that's pretty awesome. And considering everything that's been going on in the world, it's very possible this isn't what they intended, but what they could do for us. And you know what? We'll take what we can get. Thanks, Nintendo. Alright, that does it for this week's news. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and follow GameOverJessie on both Twitter and Instagram. Oh, and my favorite moment surrounding The Legend of Zelda is actually, there's two things. One is when I got to go with my friend Lucy, who has joined me on my channel, to the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses concert, which was awesome. The other has to do with when I was a lot younger, because my mom has always played video games with my two older brothers and myself. And when my brothers were playing Ocarina of Time, no matter where she was in the house, if she heard it, sometimes she would just randomly yell, "Kill the Stalfos!" It was pretty funny. It's a good memory. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.